In the year 2000, Netflix was almost dead. They were losing millions of dollars. Customers were quitting, and their biggest competitor, Blockbuster, had them cornered. In fact, Netflix was so desperate that they walked into Blockbuster headquarters with one final request: buy us for just $50 million. Blockbuster laughed at them. That single decision didn't just change the fate of two companies. It changed the future of entertainment forever. Today, Netflix is worth over $200 billion. But the real story is even crazier. This is the unbelievable rise, fall, and rebirth of Netflix, a company that went from almost shutting down to becoming a global empire. Stay with me. The year is 1997. Amazon is still small. Google doesn't exist yet. And the internet is slow, painfully slow. Reed Hastings, a software engineer, walks into a Blockbuster store to return a copy of Apollo 13. He's late, very late, and Blockbuster charges him $40 in late fees. This moment embarrasses him, but it also sparks an idea. What if renting movies didn't have late fees? What if everything happened by mail? He discusses this idea with Mark Randolph, a marketing genius, and his friend. Together, they begin experimenting. Their first test? They grab a CD, put it in an envelope, and mail it to Reed's house. It arrives safely. And that is the moment Netflix is born. But the beginning was not easy. Most people didn't trust online payments. Mail delivery was slow. And DVDs weren't even popular yet. VHS tapes were still everywhere. For 2 years, Netflix was losing money every month. The team was small, tired, and nearly broke. But things were about to get worse. By 2000, Netflix was drowning. They had a brilliant idea, but no money. Their losses were increasing. Their customer base was tiny. And the dot-com bubble, a stock market crash, destroyed dozens of internet startups. Netflix was next. With the company on the edge of collapse, Reed and Mark arranged a meeting with the giant Blockbuster. This meeting would become one of the most famous moments in business history. Netflix proposed a partnership. Blockbuster would buy Netflix for $50 million, and together they would build an online platform. Blockbuster listened, smiled, and said, "No, your business is tiny. It's not worth our time." They laughed them out of the room. Netflix walked out embarrassed, but inside, they made a promise. "We're going to destroy Blockbuster." This moment changed everything. After the rejection, Netflix kept sinking. They were still losing money. They had no buyers. Competitors were growing, and customers weren't excited about renting DVDs through the mail. Netflix made one final attempt to survive: subscription. Instead of paying per DVD, customers could pay a monthly fee and rent unlimited movies. This idea was risky. No one had tried it. But within months, something unexpected happened. People loved not having deadlines, loved not paying late fees, loved receiving movies at home, slowly, very slowly. Netflix began to rise. But then another problem. DVD sales exploded. Demand was huge. Shipping costs increased. Netflix still wasn't profitable. In 2001, Netflix had to lay off 1/3 of their entire workforce. People cried. Employees were broken. The company seemed done. Reed Hastings later said, "It was the most painful moment of my career." But sometimes, losing people forces you to focus. The smaller team became faster, smarter, more innovative. This was the beginning of Netflix's comeback. By 2002, Netflix had one weapon: their data. They used algorithms to track what movies people liked, something Blockbuster never understood. Users felt treated personally. Each recommendation brought them closer to Netflix. By 2005, Netflix had 4.2 million subscribers. Blockbuster tried to copy them, but it was too late. And then came the most important decision in Netflix history: streaming. In 2007, Netflix introduced online streaming, a completely new model. People no longer needed DVDs. Movies could be watched instantly, but streaming was expensive. Licensing content cost millions. Internet speeds were slow, and investors thought Netflix was insane. Yet Reed Hastings believed, streaming is the future. This single decision transformed Netflix from a DVD company into the biggest entertainment platform on earth. With streaming rising fast, Netflix needed something more, something competitors couldn't copy. So in 2013, they made another massive move. Netflix Originals. Their first major original show, House of Cards. People loved it. Critics loved it. And suddenly, Netflix wasn't just a platform, it was a studio. Then came Stranger Things, Money Heist, Narcos, The Crown, Squid Game. And each of these shows brought Netflix millions of new subscribers globally. By 2021, Netflix had over 220 million subscribers worldwide, from a company begging to be bought to a company worth billions. Netflix teaches us powerful business lessons. 1. Rejection can be a blessing. If Blockbuster had accepted the $50 offer, Netflix would not exist. 2. Innovation comes with risk. Streaming looked crazy in 2007. Today, it's the entire industry. 3. Small teams can outperform big ones. After the layoffs, Netflix's best work happened. 4. Understand your customer deeper than anyone else. Netflix's recommendation system is its secret weapon. 5. Always evolve. DVD streaming originals global content. Companies that adapt survive. Those who don't disappear. Netflix went from almost shutting down to becoming one of the most powerful entertainment companies in the world. A $50 million rejection turned into a $200 billion empire. If you enjoyed this story and want more business breakdowns like this, subscribe to Scale.